This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Yesterday was the midterm primaries in the state of Florida. Several candidates won their primaries, unfortunately, like Matt Gaetz, and others, fortunately, lost their primaries. Laura Loomer is one of those, and I want to talk about her today and kind of the future of the Republican Party. What is their plan? What is their objective? What is their strategy moving forward relative to electoral politics, winning elections? Because if every time they lose, they whine and cry about voter fraud, that it was fraudulent, that the system's out to get them, all they're going to do is either discourage their electorate from even voting, from even participating in the franchise, or they're going to initiate bad behavior on the part of their electorate. Like the Sidney Powells copying software off of voting machines and other illegal activities, and they will attempt to do the thing that they're currently crying about happening that in reality isn't happening. But Laura Loomer, let's talk about Laura Loomer. Last night, well, first of all, if you don't know who Laura Loomer is, she is a far right-wing nut job. She is a conspiracy theorist. She is someone who has given herself the moniker of proud Islamophobe. That's her characterization of herself, not mine of her. She is a white nationalist. She hangs out with Nick Fuentes, the Holocaust-denying white nationalist. In fact, last night, pre-vote count, before the polls closed, she was having a drink with Nick Fuentes. Watch this.
Have you had this before, Laura?
No, I haven't.
It's a delicacy.
Talking about it. The official drink of America First. To the hostile takeover of the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
To the hostile takeover of the Republican Party. You reap what you sow, Republicans. This is what you wanted. This is what you have endeavored for, and it is coming home to roost. Them chickens. She also is someone who fancies herself a psychic or a prophet of sorts, which is a little unusual because she didn't see, she wasn't able to see psychically that she was going to lose this election, but she has said in front of her campaign posters or graphics that she's a psychic or a prophet who sees things before they happen. Watch this one.
I have this kind of a blessing, but it's also a curse where I'm able to see things coming years ahead of when they actually happen, right? And of course, that's when people call you a conspiracy theorist because they say, oh, that's so crazy, that's never going to happen. And I knew that big tech was going to try to steal the election in 2020. And people said I was nuts. I knew they were going to ban Donald Trump. People said I was nuts. And I felt like I had to run for office in order to make a difference because I don't see anybody in the party doing anything to stop this, you know? I'm not saying that I'm a psychic, but I am saying that there are people who do, have abilities, right? I mean, it's called prophecy. I'm not saying that I'm a prophet, but what I am saying is that everything that I've predicted has happened. Everything that I said was going to happen has come true. And so perhaps people should listen to what I say because I have a pretty strong batting record.
It's batting average, but that's neither here nor there. So she's saying, I'm not a psychic. I just do all the things that psychics purport to do. I'm not a prophet. I just have prophecies that come true. Well, again, odd that she didn't have the prophetic visions that she was going to lose because she lost last night. And instead of conceding like a good loser, she refuses to concede and then went on to cry. But here is her refusing concession.
I'm not conceding because I'm a winner, and the reality is our Republican Party is broken to its core. honestly shocked the nation. We have further exposed the corruption within our own feckless, cowardly Republican Party. And that is exactly the reason why, right, I decided to run against a rhino Republican, Daniel Webster. Do you not think Daniel Webster?
Yeah.
I'm not conceding because I'm a winner, says the loser. I'm a winner, and the reality is our Republican Party is broken to its core. Well, that may be true, but you are not conceding. And then all of this bluster, and I'm a winner, and I'm not going to concede, devolved into crying and blubbering on stage in a weird attack on big tech and losing her election because of election interference. It's all a bit much.
We are losing our country because of big tech election interference. And I am pleading with the Republican Party to please start taking this issue seriously. Please. Because the American people deserve representation. And that's why I ran for Congress in 2020. It's why I ran for Congress in 2022. And it's why I'm going to keep fighting for all of you. I'm never going to.
The Republican Party has been transformed into a group of mighty attention seekers. And that is what Laura Loomer is. She, you may remember, is the woman who chained herself to the door of the offices of Twitter, I believe, in New York City. She's a grifter. She's a charlatan. She's a liar. She's an attention seeker. And if she had been elected, which, by the way, it was close, it wasn't like she got blown away. The Daniel Webster character who won eked it out. But if she had won, it would have been a walkaway to be in Congress. And she would make Lauren Boebert or Marjorie Taylor Greene look like cooperative members of Congress, productive members of Congress. Republican politics has become who control the hardest, who can make the most chaos, because they're not a party of results. They're not a party of making lives better for Americans. They're a party of chaos and trolling, of the extremes. They whine about big tech, and then they use big tech for all of the things that it can do with negative ramifications in our society, while hanging out with avowed racists, white supremacists, white nationalists, Holocaust deniers who endorse her and push her forward because she declares herself a proud Islamophobe. It's all gross. But this is where we are in America with politics and our two-party system, where one is a party of conspiracies and threats and danger and violence and insurrection. And then the other is, trying to get things done as best they can, I guess. And I am a member of the aforementioned latter party. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can also email me, daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. I'd love to see you there. And if I do something for you, if I bring value to your day or your week, please consider supporting my work. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member for as little as $1.99 a month. That's just pennies a day. Or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.